Jai Hind students, welcome to physics class of grade 10. I hope all of you are fine at your home. Today we are going to discuss image formation in the lenses. Before doing the image formation in the lenses, let's do rules for the image formation. Now, rules for image formation. Let's do the rules for the image formation. The first rule is, let us say we are having convex lens and this line is principal axis, this point is optical center. As I discussed, this point is C1 or C2. C1, and at its half, let us say this point is F1. I am taking OF1 equals to C1 F1 and it equals to O F2 and F2 C2. What I have done? Now draw the diagram in such a way that OF1 equals to F1 C1 equals to OF2 F2 C2. All these distances must be equal. Otherwise, we will not be able to make the correct diagram. First rule is, if we are having a ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, what you will do? You will pass this ray till the half of the lens. After that, bend into the focus, but we will say that ray, it passes through the focus. Whenever we are having a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it passes through the focus. To make the diagram, pass this ray in the half of the lens, undeviate it, and after that pass it through the focus. And what will happen in case of a concave lens? Let us say we have concave lens and this line is principal axis. Let us say this point is optical center. Now again, let us say take it as a 3 centimeter. OF2, here 2 will be there, and here this F2CT at the same distance OF1 and at the same distance C1. What is the rule? If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, where this will go? Towards the area of more thickness. So this way it will go towards the thickness in such a way that it appears to pass through focus. It will appear that this ray is passing through the focus, but in actual practice it will move in this direction. So the first rule is, whenever a ray of light is parallel to principal axis, it passes or appears to pass through the principal focus. Second rule is, what is the second rule? Second rule is, rule number 2. When reverse will be that, let us say this is convex lens, again this is principal axis, this point is optical center, this is F2, this is C2, and here it is F1 and here it is C1. Now, whenever a ray of light passes through the focus, let us say we are having a ray of light, it passes through the focus. Let me pass this ray of light through the focus. So what happens? After refraction, this ray of light becomes parallel to the principal axis. Next point is, let us say this is concave lens, this is optical center, what it will be? F2, and what will be? C2. What is here? F1, and it is C1. You can also write it as, in place of C you can write 2F, because radius of curvature is double of the focal length, so you can write it here at 2F also. Second point is, now a ray of light passing through F1. What is F1? This. But ray of light, it cannot pass through F1, it appears to pass through F1. Let us say a ray of light, it appears to pass through F1. What will happen? It will become parallel to principal axis. In one case, a ray of light passes in actual practice. In another case, it appears to pass. And the third point is, whenever a ray of light passes through optical center, let us say we are having this thin convex lens, and this point is optical center. Here F1, let me write 2F1, F2, 2F2. All these gaps are equal. If a ray of light passes through optical center, let us say this ray of light passes through optical center, it will pass without any deviation. There will not be any deviation. And next point is, let us say this is a convex lens. What concave lens? Concave. And this line is principal axis. This is optical center. This one is F2. You can write it here 2F2. This is F1, 2F1. I told you why I have written F1 and F2 here in the previous lecture. So what will happen in this case? If we are having a ray of light which passes through the optical center, it will pass without any deviation. If I am passing this ray from the optical center, it will pass without any deviation. So what this is the say? This is the rule for image formation. I think these three rules are clear. With the help of these three rules, I can draw ray diagram. I can form the image for any position of object when object is placed in front of mirror or lens. Now, image formation in convex lens. What is image formation in convex lens? Its cases are similar to that of concave mirror. So let's do one by one. The second topic of today's lecture is image formation in convex lens. First is when object is placed at infinity. If object is placed at infinity, it will be very, very far away from the lens. How? Let us say this is convex lens. This is optical center. Oh, here F1 or F2 will come. Here F1 and here 2F1 and here F2, here 2F2. What is the rule? Rule is that we are having the rays of light which are parallel to one another. After refraction, these rays of light, they pass through the focus. These rays of light, they pass through the focus. Now here rays of light are meeting in actual practice. So what we can say? Image is, and where image is formed? At focus. At focus. And second, what type of image is? Real or virtual? Real. Image is real. And if it is real, it is inverted also. What is the size of image? Very, very small. Image is highly diminished. Case same as that of concave mirror. Right? Now, second point is, when object is placed between infinity and 2f. So let us say when object is placed between, or simply say beyond 2f. So let us say, students, this is convex lens and this line is principal axis, this is optical center, and here it is f2, 2f2 at same gap f1, and at the same gap it is 2f1. Let us say object is this. AB is the object. Now what happens? This is the AB object. A ray from point B is parallel to principal axis. It passes through the focus. And second ray from the B, it passes through optical center and it meets there. Now here rays coming from B are meeting in actual practice. So what type of image is? I will say B dash is the real image. So here what happens? A dash B dash image is formed, and what type of this image is? Real and inverted. Why inverted? It is above principal axis, and here B is upward and here B dash is downward. It means inverted, ulti. It's real because rays of light are meeting in actual practice after refraction. And where it is formed? It is formed between f2 and 2f2. What is the size of image? Small or big? Small. We call diminished. Image is diminished. So this is the second case when object is placed beyond 2f. Another one is, third point is, what happens if object is placed at 2f? Third is when object is placed at 2f. So let us say we are having this convex lens, and what is this? Principal axis, optical center. What is this? F, 2f, 1, 1, f2, 2, f2. Let me place the object at 2f1. What happens in this case? One ray of light is parallel to this. What will happen? It will pass through the focus, and another ray, it passes through the optical center and it meets here. Now let us say this is AB. Now these are the direction of the rays. Rays are meeting in actual practice, so I will say that at B dash real image of B is formed. Now let me draw, complete this. This is A dash, B dash. Now where image is formed? Image is formed at 2f. And what type of image is real and inverted? And what is the size of image? Object size is equal to the image size. Image is of same size as that of object. Image is of same size as that of object. Fourth point is when object is placed between f and 2f. So let's check it out. When object is placed between f and 2f, what happens in this case? Let's place the object between f and 2f. This is principal axis. O is optical center. Here f, 2f1, f2, 2f2. Let me place the object between f and 2f. AB is the object. So when it is placed between f and f. So let me draw the ray diagram. First of all, a ray of light parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus. Second ray of light, it passes through optical center, and where it meets, it is meeting here. Now here rays of light are meeting in actual practice. So what can I say? What type of image is? This type of image is a real image. Why real image? Because rays of light are meeting in actual practice. Image is formed at 2f or beyond 2f. Beyond. Right? Image is real and inverted. This is object, this is image. So image is magnified. Right? So this was the fourth point. When object is placed between 2f and f. Now what happens when object is placed between next fifth point, when object is placed between or when object between we have done placed at f. So let us say this is the lens and this is principal axis optical center. What is this? F, 2f, 1 or 2, let us say 1, f2, So let me place the object on F1. This is AB. What is the rule? Parallel ray will pass through focus, and second ray it passes through optical center without any deviation. Where they will meet? They will meet at infinity. This is a symbol of infinity. So these rays, if they are meeting in actual practice, what can I say? Image is real and inverted. Because whatever image will be formed, it will be formed below the principal axis. So image formed is real and inverted. Now, where image is formed? Image is formed at infinity. And what is the size of the image? Image is highly magnified. Image is highly magnified. Right? Now let's move to the next point. Sixth, that is when object is placed between optical center and focus. Sixth is when object is placed between optical center and focus. What happens in this case? Let's discuss. Let us say this is a convex lens, and what this is? Principal axis. This point is optical center, F to F, and here again F and 2F. So let me place the object here. Object is AB. Let me check where its image is formed. First of all, a ray of light parallel, it passes through the focus. Second is here another ray passes through the optical center without any deviation. So what is happening? The separation between them, it keeps on increasing. Separation is increasing. Earlier this was separation, now becoming this. So these rays can never meet on this side, on right hand side. But if I produce them in backward direction, what will happen? Let us say we will find that these rays appears to meet at this point. They have met it. So what will happen? Its image is formed. A dash, B dash. Object is small, image is very large. So we can say image is formed on same side of object. Object is on left hand side, image is also formed on left hand side. Image is erect or virtual. Rays are not meeting in actual practice, they appear to meet. So image is erect and virtual. Next is image is small or large. Large means magnified. So these are the 6 cases of image formation in convex lens. All 6. Now let's do for concave lens. Now what are the image formation in case of concave lens? Third topic is this, image formation in case of concave lens. Let us say this is third image formation in concave lens. Right? First is when object is at infinity. What happens? Let us say this is the object or lens. Lens. What type of lens is? Convex or concave? Concave. And this is principal axis. Optical center here F, 2F, F, 2F. What will come? 2 will come here and 1 will come here. I have told you why. Now, when object is at infinity, what does it mean? Rays of light are parallel to one another. Let us say these rays of light are parallel to one another. Where they will go after refraction? Towards the area of more thickness. Thickness is there. Thickness is there. So it will move. Right? So image is formed at focus. What type of image? Real or virtual? Real. Or virtual? Virtual. Why? Because rays are appearing to meet. They do not meet in actual practice. So image is erect and virtual. Where it is formed? Image is formed at focus and images of the shape of the size of a point. Images highly diminished, very very small. So when object is at infinity. Second is when object is between infinity and optical center. Second point, when object is between infinity, object is between infinity and optical center. Let's do this. Here we are having a concave lens. Here we are having a concave lens. Let me draw a concave lens here. Right? Let us say this is principal axis, O is optical center. Here F, 2F, F, 2F. So 2 here, 1 here. Object is between infinity and optical center. Let us say this is optical center O. Infinity is here. You place the object anywhere on the principal axis. Let us say I am placing the object anywhere. A, B between infinity and optical center. What will happen? A ray of light, it will pass straight and it appears to pass through focus. So what will happen? In actual practice, second ray, it passes through the optical center. So it will pass without any deviation. And where these two rays are meeting, one ray I have drawn it with the blue ink and another with the black, their image will be formed, and that image is A dash, B dash. Now here the rays are appearing to meet. So what we can say? We can say that the image is erect and virtual. Now what is the size of the image? Object is this, image is small. So I will say that the image is diminished. And the third point is where it is formed, between optical center and the focus. The image is formed between optical center and focus. So these are the characteristics of the image formed in case of concave lens. Two characteristics in concave lens, need 2 image formations in concave lens and 6 image formations in the convex lens. Just like the mirrors, in case of lenses, we are also having the concept of the sign conventions to calculate image distances, focal length and the object distances. Before that, let me explain you the sign convention. What is the sign convention in lenses? Let us say whether it is a convex lens or it is a concave lens. This is principal axis. This is principal axis of the convex lens. This point is optical center. This point is also optical center. First point is object is always placed on the left hand side of the lens. Where we will place the object, it is always on the left hand side. Second point is, let us say I have placed the object here. Then from this object, the light ray, it will move towards the lens. So, right? And similarly, if I have placed the object here, the same thing will happen in this case. And what is the second point? Second point is all distances are measured from optical center. All distances are measured from optical center. And what is the third point? What is the meaning of the second point? If I want to say distance between object and the optical center or the lens, it will be OA, not AO, because I have to measure all distances from here, right? Third point is the distance is measured in the direction of incident light. What is the direction of incident light? From A to O, right? Those distances are taken positive and distances measured in the opposite direction are taken as the negative. What I want to say that? I want to say that if I am measuring distances in this direction these distances are positive. These distances are positive. If I am measuring the distances in this direction, these distances are negative, positive, 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 positive. In fact, there is no, since all distances are measured from optical center, so there won't be any distance which is moving from this. So if I say that this distance is positive, this distance it is positive, right? Fourth point is the vertical distances, that is the heights above principal axis, these heights are positive. This height is positive, this is also positive, and the distances measured below principal axis are negative. Vertical distances below principal axis are negative. I am repeating again. First of all, place the object on the left hand side. Second is, all distances are to be measured from optical center. Third point is, distance is measured in the direction of incident light. What is the direction of incident light? Left to right. If I measure this in this direction, they will be positive, and distance is measured in the direction opposite to the direction of incident light, those distances they will be taken as negative. And the fourth point is, vertical distance is above principal axis. If I want to take its height, it will be positive. This height is positive, this height is positive, this height is positive, this height is positive, this height is positive. Why? Because it is above principal axis. And distance is measured below principal axis, they are negative. The vertical distances or the heights below principal axis, they are taken as the negative. So this is the sign convention. Now you can summarize the sign convention in a very easy way. What is that way? Let me tell you. Students, let us say these axes you have done. I know that this is plus axis, this is plus y, this is minus y, and this is minus x. Yes. Let us say this is O, it was origin, but here it is optical center. If an object is on left hand side, if anything is on left hand side, any point on the left hand side, I will take its distance negative. If any point is on right hand side, I will take its distance positive. And if any point is on the upside, upwards, it will be positive. If any point is downward, then that distance will be taken as negative. So this was the sign convention for the lenses. Now, just like in mirror formula, we are having a lens formula. Lens formula. What is the lens formula? Students, only a minor difference. In case of mirror, it was 1 by f equals to 1 by b plus 1 over u. For the lens, it is 1 by f equals to 1 by v minus 1 over u, where f is focal length of lens. Right? And what is v? Image distance. Distance between image and optical center. And u is object distance. Now, if I am saying focal length, remember for convex it is positive and for concave it is negative. Remember, focal length of concave lens is always negative and focal length of convex lens, it is always positive. Okay, let's do a question. Then we will be able to understand this formula. So let's do a numerical based on the length formula. What is the question? We are given a convex lens of focal length 30 centimeter, right? An object is placed at 20 centimeter in front of lens, where image is formed, that is, calculate the image distance. So students, nothing, very simple. Let us say this is convex lens, this is optical center, focal length is 30. So what I will do, this distance is 30 centimeter and this distance is also the 30 centimeter. So you will give the name of F1 to F1, and I have placed the object here. What does it mean? Object is placed between optical center and focus. What type of image should be formed? Erect, virtual and magnified image has to be formed. So let's do. Solution is here. U is minus 20. Why minus? Because it is on the left hand side. I have placed object on the left hand side. And what is F? F is 30 centimeter. Why? Convex lens. Right? And V I have to calculate. Let's calculate. 1 by F equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. What is F here? 1 by 30, V I have to calculate, and U is minus 1 by 20, minus minus plus. Now when this term is shifted to left hand side, it will become negative 1 by V. So I can say 1 by V equals to, what is LCM? 62 minus 3 minus 1 over 60. So what is V? V is minus 60 centimeter. What does it mean? It means image is formed on the left hand side. Let us say image is formed here. So image is formed at the left hand side, right? So this negative sign, it shows this. So in this way we can solve the questions. Now let's do a question on the concave lens. Let us say we are given a concave lens of focal length 30 centimeter. An object is placed at a distance of 100 centimeter. Okay, you take it as 40. So let's become different from that. What is image distance? Now concave means focal length negative. U is always negative. Minus 100. U is minus 100 centimeter. F minus 40 centimeter. V I have to. How I can calculate the V? 1 by F, it equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U from the length formula. So here F is minus 40. I will write 1 over minus 40 equals to 1 over V. I have to calculate. And what? How can I calculate? U minus 1 over U minus minus plus. So I can say 1 by V, when this term will move to left hand side, it will become negative minus 40 minus 1 over 100. So what will be the LCM? 200, 14 5s are 45s are 200 and 100 2s are 200. 1 over V. Now, how I can calculate V? 1 by V is minus 7 by 200. And what is V? 200 over 7. When you will calculate this, it will be how much? 7 2s are 14, 6, 60, it will go on 7, 8 are 56, 40 again, 7, 5 are 28.57 centimeter. So here the focal length was 40 centimeter. Let us say this is a concave mirror, right? Optical center, what it was? 40 centimeter, and where image is formed? At a distance of 28 centimeter. That is, image is again formed between the optical center and the focus. And what does this negative sign indicate? Negative sign, it indicates that image is formed on the left hand side of the lens. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.